I just wanted to let you all know that this episode might sound a little different because we actually recorded this one in person and we only had one microphone. So, yeah, we really enjoyed the recording of this episode and I hope everyone else enjoys it. So, without further ado, here is the episode. It seems to me that you have an unfair advantage. And she snaps her fingers, and Sammy, around your feet, a swirl of dark gray fog encompasses you from the floor all the way up above your head and disperses. And the four of you look at where Sammy once stood, and she is gone.
Sammy.
We're from worlds unknown. Our stories untold. Roll away the dice. We'll vanquish the darkness. See the fear in its eyes. No matter the danger from us to send, don't be afraid, just take my hand. Don't be afraid, the prophecy is near. We hold the keys, we make our stand. In this together, just take my hand. Unlocking the magic in distant lands, but stronger together. I'm here, my friend. Unlocking the magic. Just take my hand. We hold the keys to the kingdom.
Sammy, all you can see is this dark gray mist swirling around you. The sound of wind and the smell of ash and the taste of dust overcome your senses, and you fall on your knees, finding it hard to breathe. Through this wind, you hear a voice. A genie. And another voice says, not just any genie. I beg you, your highness, let me take care of this. And the first voice again says, you better. The gray fog changes into a thick red mist, and the sound of wind grows louder and louder. You cover your ears and shut your eyes, and then the sound stops. You open your eyes, and you see nothing but darkness. As your eyes adjust to the new light, you can barely make out in the distance a group of soldiers. But not the boorish brutes that you have become so accustomed to fighting. These seem to be mummified men in full plate armor. They all file out of the room, and when the last one is at the door, he turns toward you and pulls a lever. And just for a moment, you feel the ground almost bounce. When your vision comes back fully, you take in your surroundings. A large room. The walls a smooth onyx black tapering into a clean curve. You glance down and see that you are kneeling on a small circular wooden platform. Even more than that, this platform seems to be levitating about 2 feet off the ground over a large pit that surrounds the platform, with about a 4-foot gap between you and the surrounding ground. As you look around, you see that you're not alone in this large room. To your right, there's a jet black tabaxi, a slender cat-like person, and to your left, a 4-foot tall dwarf with a stocky build. Both are on the same type of platform and both look beaten and bruised. So, joining us today, we have 2 special guests. The first is my ravishingly handsome brother-in-law, Seth. Would you like to introduce your character for us?
Yeah, so I'm Scrappy. I'm a mountain dwarf. Short, stocky, white, long hair, but with like a cul-de-sac balding situation going on, and like a long pointed beard. I have big forearms with a leather gauntlets with a burgundy red tunic, big forearms, big hands, kind of like strong and grumpy.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
And Sammy, to your right on the other side, also joining us. For the first time, you know her, you love her. She wrote the theme song for this podcast and also wrote and voiced Neris's song. And she also just hit 100K subscribers on YouTube. So she's the bomb. My sister, Brittany J. Smith. Britt, can you introduce your character for us?
I would love to. My name is Jambazi. I am a tabaxi rogue, and I am sporting beautiful onyx black fur all the way across my body, not a white spot in sight. I've got glowing yellow eyes, super pointy, tall ears, a really long, thin tail, and I'm wearing just a bunch of leather. I've got some leather pants, I've got that leather vest, I've got some leather boots, and my favorite accessory, aside from my leather fingerless gloves, is my awesome cloak that I am currently wearing pulled up over my ears, covering most of my face.
That's awesome. The three of you are sitting, kind of kneeling on these three floating platforms, the same as I described earlier. There's about a 4-foot gap between the platform and the actual ground. But these platforms, all of you felt them kind of bounce when the lever was pulled after the last guard left the room to figure out how to get out. So you're in a large room, like a really large room, about 50 feet by 75 feet. The walls directly behind you is kind of a tapered curve of black onyx, kind of looks like glass, going all the way around you until it meets the point of this wall and directly in front of you. So
and the
even
wall is made up of.
It's just a black wall, kind of the same texture as the walls next to you, but it meets at a point and actually forms a wall at the front. So going from the sides, from your peripheral vision, all the way back behind you is this curved onyx black glass.
We're each on round platforms, 4 feet away from each other.
And you're about 10 or so feet away from each other. The small wooden platforms that you're kneeling on are about 4 feet in diameter, so not comfortable to be on at all. And then from the edge of the wooden platform that's floating, there's a pit underneath you and 4 feet to the ground. So there's a gap, a 4-foot gap to the ground around you.
So Sammy is very confused because she's just been taken by fog and has heard voices, and now she's in this room on this platform with these strange characters. What can I do?
You could just look around the room, see what you can see. Roll an investigation check for me.
Okay. Oh, that's a 2.
Okay.
That's a 2.
I mean, besides what I've already described, you don't really see anything else.
So Jambazi is currently kneeling on her platform. She's very, very annoyed, and she has her cloak pulled all the way over her head. She really doesn't want to interact with anyone, but she is very curious about this weird being that just appeared in smoke on another platform. So she wants to look a little closer at this new person and try to piece together where they came from or if they're worthy of trust.
Okay. I mean, you can talk to the person.
Well, she doesn't want to talk to her.
Okay.
She doesn't know if she's worthy of even speaking to her.
Okay. Okay. Sammy's offended.
She doesn't know you. You don't know, and you don't know Jambazi.
Okay, so roll me, an investigation, just to kind of get the lay of the land.
Okay. All right, so that is a 21.
A 21. Okay, with a 21, Jambazi, when you kind of stand up to your feet, when you shift your weight, you feel this platform again kind of give a bounce, and you hear kind of the of stone shifting as you stand up. And again, with the 21, your eyes, as you're looking over at Sammy, your eyes kind of follow this sound straight up, and you see right above each of these 3 platforms is a large stone pillar that's about the circumference of the pit below you. And anytime you make any sudden movement, it seems to drop.
Oh.
Okay.
We don't
You
know
two
that,
have
by
not
the
seen
way.
this.
We-
Unless
Okay,
she
so we don't-
tells you,
okay.
you have not seen this.
Yeah.
Okay, so only I have noticed this.
Yes. So that's the way this works. If you roll
Okay.
a check, I'm telling you.
Okay,
You
cool.
guys can
Yeah,
hear
we
it.
can.
But
So if we move-
unless she says, guys, look at that, you would have no idea what that is.
Okay, so if we move, that makes the pillar above us.
Tell them.
Come close. I'm just trying to understand it before
Oh,
I tell
yes,
you.
yes.
So that's like sort of a
that's
form of
what it-
torture. It's like, don't
that's-
move or you might get crushed.
That's what it seems like.
Okay.
Anytime that you move, anytime that you shift your weight on this platform, as far as you have seen, these pillars kind of move lower.
Okay.
So
And you said that.
And how high are the... Oh, I guess you can't tell me that unless I do another roll.
I mean,
How
they're-
high- how
just
far
from,
away?
Just from looking, they're about 20, 25 feet above your head.
Okay, and do they go all the way up to the ceiling?
Mm-hmm. They go all the way up. The base of it is kind of stuck into the ceiling. You can't see the base of it. It's not floating. It's stuck to the ceiling.
Okay. Dang it. Okay. Okay. Hey, new girl.
Are you talking to me?
Obviously, you're the only other girl here.
What can I do for you?
Listen, you're not going to want to move, okay? Otherwise, you might get crushed, and I highly doubt you want that.
Crushed by what? I'm on a little floating thing.
Look up.
No one can see you actually do that. You have to say
I
something.
know, I know. Okay, Sammy looks up and notices.
These pillars.
So you're saying that every time I move, this pillar comes down?
That's what it seems like, and that's kind of what I just said.
Well, it's nice to meet you too. I'm Sammy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, no name. Well, I'd suggest we don't move.
Great idea.
What
How about you, short stuff?
Well,
Do you want to make like another perception check?
Yeah.
Is there an actual platform where we could stand? Is that what's 4 feet away? Or is it
Yes.
just wall?
The floor. The floor is 4 feet
It's
away.
4 feet
there's
away.
There's a gap where this pit is.
Uh-huh.
That you're in the center of this pit on the small wooden platform. There's a 4-foot gap in every direction, and then there's ground on the
So
other
is
side.
it
of the 4-foot
is it jumpable?
that's what I was just going to ask.
gap.
Probably
I
not
mean,
for you,
hypothetically, yeah.
Not for
Right.
you, though.
I mean,
You'd be jumping
It would just
your height
depend.
That's one acrobat.
on your roll. What's your acrobatics? Oh, okay,
It's
okay,
negative
okay,
one.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's a negative.
I got
Yeah,
this.
negative.
Definitely.
Okay, someone's got an attitude. Listen,
You're the one to talk.
and this is why I don't work in teams. Listen, if you both listen to me, we might get out of here alive. That ledge is only about 4 feet away, I'm guessing. Shouldn't be too hard for me to jump. So everybody stay completely still. And let's see if I can get to the other side. Sound good?
Good luck, Captain.
So I am now going to try to jump
okay.
the 4
Roll
feet.
me an athletics check
Athletics?
or acrobatics.
Yes.
Acrobatics.
26, thank God.
26. Okay. Was it a natural 20?
I don't know what that means.
What's
It
your
just-
plus? What's your plus on acrobatics?
7.
So it's
7, so it's
19.
19. Okay. If it's a natural 20, that means instant success and something cool happens. So if it's a natural 20, I don't need to know what the number is. All I need to know is that it's a nat 20. So yeah, you kind of instruct them to stand still, and you take a step and you jump off this platform, easily clearing the 4 feet. You land and kind of roll to a skid, and right when you leave the platform, both of the pillars drop about 15 feet.
Oh my gosh.
And so now they're about 10 feet above both of Sammy and Scrappy's heads.
Good idea on the jump there.
Listen, it was better than doing nothing and waiting for them to kill us.
Well, now it's gonna kill us.
Well, I guess I'll get out of this alive.
Jambazi just jumped off this platform. These pillars dropped 15
you-
feet. They're now 10 feet above your head. Sammy, above your head, you're about 5'5", so it's about 5 feet above your head.
Okay.
It's about 6 or 7
Yeah.
feet.
So
above.
we have one more jump.
Pretty much.
Okay.
If one of us were to jump off.
Okay, listen, you two. Listen, I'm not going to leave you to die, all right? It's not my speed.
That's surprising.
Do you want me to help you or not?
Well, you're the only one who's made it across. Is there not something to stop these pillars?
Well, not to my knowledge. However, it seems like when one of us leaves a platform, it drops the pillar. So,
That's very clear.
maybe if you two jump at the same time, you might be able to make it across.
Okay.
And what if we don't?
You're setting us up.
An idea for that.
I'll say this. Bazi, I'm just going to call you Bazi.
Cool.
Because it's shorter and it's easier to remember. Bazi, if you would like to help them out, help either of them out, I'll give whoever you're helping advantage on their roll. Which basically means instead of rolling once, you roll twice and take the higher number.
Listen, what was your name again? Jeannie?
It's Sammy.
Okay, Sammy. Listen, you are probably tall enough to clear this ledge, this jump right here in front of you. So, short stock, I'm gonna help you out, all right? If you jump, I'm gonna try to catch you. You guys think we could do this?
Yeah, let's try.
All right. Sammy, give me in athletics or acrobatics. I'll give you the choice. Okay. And I'll let you also choose Scrappy if you're going to do athletics or acrobatics, and then just roll that. But Scrappy roll with advantage since Bazi's helping out.
So I got 17.
I got 8.
Sammy, Scrappy, both of you kind of look at each other and nod. You both leap off of this platform at the same time. Scrappy, you jump just a half a second earlier than she does. And as you're going through the air, Bazi kind of grabs your arm and spins you around, and both of you turn and you see as Sammy's jumping, the pillars above fall a lot faster, and as she's jumping, it's gonna kind of clip your ankle, Sammy.
Ouch!
It's gonna clip your ankle, and all of you hear a loud pop. But Sammy, you do land on the other side, but you're gonna take 4 bludgeoning damage. So Sammy lands on the ground, kind of skids to a halt, kind of grabbing at her ankle. But now the pillars that were above you, they are completely going. You don't even know how far into this pit, but they are completely down in this pit.
And nothing else happened?
Nothing else happened.
Okay. Well, we made it.
Are you all right? I heard that pop.
Just a small injury, nothing I can't heal myself. Yeah, Cure Wounds is a creature I touch regains a number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay. So if you want to cast that, you can.
13.
Okay, so you heal back up. You guys look as Sammy reaches down and touches her ankle, and kind of a blue shimmering, almost transparent smoke comes and wraps around her ankle, and where it was kind of broken and twisted, just crack, 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 and resets. And she kind of just stands up and shakes it off, and she's fine.
Hey, that was actually pretty cool, Jeannie.
I got my gifts.
Are you able to walk out of here?
I can manage. Good as new. So, where are we?
So there is only one door, and it was the same ones that the guards walked out of. But as the three of you are walking toward this door, you see a small chest, 6 to 8 inches in length, just sitting on kind of the side, on the left side of the door. And on the right side of the door, there is a lever that the guard pulled that set the trap, that you felt that bounce at the very beginning. It would be investigation if you're trying to look at the box. If you're trying to look, what are you trying to look for?
Well, I guess I'm investigating, like, which one is going to get us out of here.
Well, the door's open.
Oh, it's open.
The door's
So we
open,
just
but
walk
there
in.
is a small chest on the left, and there is the lever on the right. That's
Okay.
all that's in
I
this
want
room.
to investigate the small chest.
Okay, just give me an investigation roll.
Boing.
What are you looking for specifically?
Information of where we are.
From the chest?
Sure.
Okay, what was it?
Treasure, right? I only got a 5.
Okay, you look at the chest, and it's just like a treasure chest. There's nothing that gives you any other information besides it's just a treasure chest.
Listen, let me have a go at this. I am also going to check out the chest and see if there's any cool weaponry or anything that's going to help us get the heck
So
out
you're
of
going to
here.
open the chest?
Yeah, I'm going to open it.
Okay, that's not even a check. You open the chest, and there's only...
I hate this game.
I told you it was a chest. I don't know why you're investigating the chest. I mean, unless you were checking to see if it was trapped, if there was
Yeah,
like a
it's
booby
like-
trap.
like
But
trying
you
to
didn't say
figure
that.
out-
You were trying to figure out where you were.
Yes, I was hoping.
That was a lot easier.
I was saying, I was confused. I thought you were investigating, like, opening it. That's
What's inside?
Bazi, you open this chest, and there's only one thing inside of this chest. And it is about 6-inch tall, almost taking up the entire length of this chest, orange egg-shaped gem.
Oh, cool.
And it's huge. But that's the only thing inside this box.
All right. What happens? Should we pull the lever too, just to see what happens?
Pull the lever, Gronk.
Well, take the gem.
Okay.
Well, what happened? What
Oh,
is
that's a good
wait,
cap.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
What if you take
Well-
the gym and there's like a weight thing and then like something's gonna happen, like a whole like Indiana
Ooh.
Jones type
Oh,
of deal?
mother crap.
This is where the investigation comes in.
How many
Inside.
times did we
Alright.
investigate things?
I will
Inside,
say this.
no.
I will say this.
Inside.
We have a lot more to go. So here's what happens.
We run.
Bazi, you open the chest, and the glow of this orange gem kind of enthralls you, and you kind of freeze in your tracks. And Scrappy, you look in, and you see the gem. You just kind of shrug and reach in and grab it.
Sounds like Scrappy.
So the door to the next room is wide open. There still is that lever. If you want to see what it does, somebody can pull it.
Yeah, but I'm nervous it's gonna close the door. I'm not pulling the lever.
But we're able to just walk out.
Yeah, you're able to walk out. It doesn't even look like there is a door
Yeah.
to close.
I would just
I'm walking out.
Let's
Sammy's
get out.
Gonna,
Let's get out of
yeah,
here.
I'm
I
getting
really
out
want
of
to know
this
what the
place.
lever does.
Pull it.
Pull it as we walk out.
You can Indiana Jones this and try to, if there was a door that would hypothetically close, you can kind of try to get out of it. But
All right, so Bazi kind of looks around. She looks at the lever. She can hardly resist to pull it. All right, listen, you two. I have to pull this lever. I have to know what it does.
I'll be on the other side of the door, so you go for it.
All right, sounds good. If anything happens, I'll just slide under with my cat-like reflexes. You guys stand over there and watch how it's done.
Okay.
okay.
Okay, I pulled the lever. I pulled the lever, Kronk.
You reach out and grab the lever and you squeeze it and you pull it, and instantly all three of the stone pillars go into the ceiling and disappear.
Oh, cool. So you could have just done that. I told you.
What?
You didn't tell me.
I did.
She
I
actually
said you're on the other side. There's got to be a way that you can get us out of this
Dang
mess.
Well, we did all that cool stuff. Okay, well...
Okay, so
Yeah,
Cat.
as you walk into this next room, there's no door on this.
dang it.
The walls are, again, that same slick onyx black kind of glass-like texture. On the far wall in front of you, there is a large door almost carved into the wood. This very ornate shapes into each side of the door, something that just grabs your attention instantly. There are 4 5-foot-tall statues. There's 2 on each side of the door. Each of them looks the exact same. They are monkeys. Large monkeys with both hands held out in front of them, kind of making a bowl with their hands. If you want more information on this room, someone have to do an investigation check, or if that's all you need to know, that's all you need to know. There's a large door and these 4 monkey statues.
And the door is closed.
And the door is closed.
Well, as curious as Sammy is, she really just wants to know where she is. So I think she's gonna keep going.
Keep going where?
Are there any doors?
And no, there's no doors besides the one you just came through.
Oh, really?
There's just this one door in front of you, the 4 statues.
So wait, there's one behind us that we.
There's
came
one
in,
behind you that you just walked in
and
from.
then there's one in front of us.
One directly in front of
Oh,
you
so
that
there
is
is a
closed.
door. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
The door. There's a door.
Yeah.
It's closed with this ornate kind of insignia.
Scrappy
on
goes
it.
and pulls on the.
There's
is there
no
like,
handle.
There's no handle.
But as Scrappy, as you walk toward that door, the 4 monkeys, their eyes start to glow.
Oh my gosh.
All different colors. From left to right, the eyes glow green, orange, red, blue. From left to right.
This looks to be like some kind of puzzle. Did you guys see the eyes of the monkeys?
They're still glowing.
Do you guys see the eyes of the monkeys?
Interesting. You know, I heard about a place like this once. Something to do with monkeys and treasure.
Scrappy, do you see anything on the door, maybe beside it, that you have to enter a code of some sort?
Can I do an investigation?
Yeah, do an
Let's
investigation.
do an investigation. 13.
Okay. As you're you put your hands on the door and kind of reaching around the edges of the walls and looking for, putting all your weight into it, kind of pressing on this door. It doesn't budge. There's no way that you can see that's directly in front of you that would open this door. The eyes of the monkeys are still glowing the various different colors. Green, orange, red, blue.
Did you see anything?
I found nothing on the doors. It seems like a puzzle we have to figure out in the monkey's eyes.
Well, let's figure it out.
I like your style, Jeannie.
So maybe we should investigate the monkey's eyes?
Or their hands.
Or their hands?
Their hands are out for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's true. Well, is there anything around the room that we put in their hands?
Okay, so it seems like all the monkeys have different colored eyes. That orange color looks familiar. It kind of looks like that gem you picked up, Scrappy.
What do I do with it?
I mean, maybe if you place it in their hands, a door will open or something.
That's a very good idea. I second.
Thank you, Sammy.
So I take the gem and I put it in the hands of the monkey with the orange eyes.
Again, you hear the same kind of stone sliding against stone. All the eyes dim, except for the one on the far left with the green eyes. The mouth slowly opens. The lips don't move, but you hear,
To get the diamond green, you must face something mean. Break the pots, test your luck, or your life they will pluck.
and the head shifts to you guys' left to its right, and as it does, the wall comes down, and you see another hallway going to the left.
Oh my gosh, I have chills right now.
Can you say the rhyme again?
To get the diamond green, you will face something mean. Break the pots, test your luck, or your life they will pluck.
Ooh, I have chills.
Okay.
Pots, we gotta break pots.
So you guys gonna go down this hallway?
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Sammy's gonna go.
Yeah, I think we have to keep moving forward. So
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of crouch and take the caboose while they
Okay.
walk ahead.
So the three of you make your way down this very narrow hallway. Again, the walls are all the same. You get past the next precipice. There's no door on the other side. All there is another very similar chest to the one you found in the first room sitting on the ground.
Alright.
Sweet.
I'm gonna open it.
Okay. You open it, and right as you do, again to the left of you, that same kind of thing, the wall opens. Where it seems like every room that you've been in has kind of been magically illuminated, no torchlight, but you've been able to see. This room seems pitch black. Also inside the chest, when you open the chest, that door reveals itself, and inside of this chest, Scrappy, you see a piece of paper, and when you take this piece of paper out, it has 3 words on it, and it says, "The Diamond Thee."
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, with my cat vision, I am gonna try to look into that dark room and see if I can make anything out in the darkness.
Okay. As you take a couple steps toward this room, it kind of sounds like there's running water in this room. Like it sounds like there's a waterfall in this room.
Whoa, cool.
As you're walking toward this room, and you get up to the precipice of the room, and you look through, and your eyes kind of adjust to the darkness, and you see all throughout this room are clay pots. And you notice that there's no water in this room, but the sound is coming from inside the clay pots.
All right.
What do you see, cat lady?
Well, we have to break the pods.
We don't know they're in there yet.
You guys don't know they're in there.
Oh,
I'm
but
the only ones that went and
the monkey
perceived.
did say, break the
Break the
pots.
pot.
That's
Pots,
what we do, yeah.
test your luck.
But you don't know what's inside yet.
But it's also test your luck. So if you break the wrong
gamble it,
pots,
yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. All right, so I just looked inside the room and all I could really make out is just a bunch of pots. I know the monkey said something about breaking pots and testing your luck. And it sounds like, I don't know, there's this weird sound like water coming from inside the pots. What do you guys think we should do?
Well, we gotta break them. Can I do like an insight or like a wisdom or some kind of like...
Check to do what?
Like the pots, like to see like, to break them. Like, is there a way to...
You can...
I would say,
Pick 'em up.
do all the pots look exactly the
They
same?
look exactly identical.
So can I pick them up, like see the weight? Can I like...
Yeah, roll me investigation.
I'm at a 17.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah,
Nice.
Thank you.
Sammy, you make your way into this room, and that sound of what seems like rushing water gets louder as you get to the pots. And you reach down to kind of pick it up, but when you look inside, you realize what the source of this sound is. Inside this pot are about 30 snakes.
No!
And before you even pick it up, you kind of
Back away.
put your hands up and kind of back away.
Well, I don't think we should break that pot. There's a bunch of slithering snakes in there.
So how many pots are there? Do we know?
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
There's a lot of pots.
I hate snakes. All right, well, do you guys want to look inside the other ones?
Here's what I'm gonna do.
What?
If you are wanting to investigate these pots, I'm gonna have you roll to see which one that you are looking in.
Mm-hmm.
If it is the wrong one, something bad might happen. I'm not gonna let you investigate every single pot.
Yeah, it's gonna take forever. You
So,
just have to.
Who wants to go first?
Well, I already took my turn.
I'll go.
Okay. Roll me a d20. Just straight up and down d20, no modifiers.
This one?
Yeah.
7.
Are you serious?
Oh no.
Am I dead already?
Can we do another one?
Okay. Scrappy.
No.
I kid you not. Scrappy, you see Sammy put this clay pot of snakes back on the ground, and you, without even thinking about it, take out your war pick, and you just take a golf swing at one of these clay pots, and right when you connect with it, it shatters, and the only thing left on the ground is a green diamond. The DC was 7. You had a 1 in 20 chance, and you rolled it on the first one.
Yo!
No joke, it's written right here.
Scrappy
Like,
is the
alright.
real.
Come look at this. Come look at this. I have not typed anything.
He is a real MVP.
Come look at this. No
Jen
joke.
is in D7.
Wow. Okay. So
That was awesome.
yeah, you got it on the first swing. So you connect with this clay pot and it shatters across the room. And the only thing left is identical to the orange gem, egg shaped, about 6 inches, but it's green. It's just sitting there.
Okay.
You know
So I
what?
take it.
Gosh, I had so much planned. Gummit.
I'll be darned.
You know, I always heard dwarves were good luck. I guess that's true.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna be a lot harder.
Okay. You suck. I did too. Wow. Can't plan this stuff.
Let's take it and run.
Okay, so you guys take this gem, head back out the same way out of the room with all these clay pots. And again, this room with the clay pots on the right side, when you're heading into the room, instead of being flat, it's that same sloped onyx wall. Where a lot of the other ones were flat walls, this one is kind of the sloped, angular curve. Walking into the room that you found the chest with the note in it, that wall behind the chest is also kind of curved onyx black. You walk back into the main chamber, and right when you do, all the eyes start to glow green, orange, red, blue.
So I guess we take the green gem and put it in the green hands.
Okay. You put the gem in the monkey's with the green eyes' hands, and again you hear that same stone crunching sound. The eyes on the monkey, the green monkey, dim. All the eyes dim except for the one on the far right with the blue eyes. And you walk over to the one with the blue eyes, and he says,
To get the diamond blue, there is something you must do. Trek through the sands deep. Search far and wide in this keep.
and his head shifts to the left, and just across the way from the one that entered the wall on the right side drops down and becomes flush with the floor, and revealing another hallway identical but mirrored to the one on the other side.
Okay, so I guess we're
We're
going down the hallway.
We're
y'all.
Gotta go.
Trekking on.
You get on the
Let's go.
hallway, and exactly mirrored as the other side, the small chest sits in the same place, and the wall behind it is that same curved onyx black glass texture. But there's a small chest.
Well, we're gonna open it.
Does anybody else
We
want to
open
take
the
this
chest.
one?
Sammy opens the chest.
Okay, Sammy, you kneel down, and again, right when you open the chest, the wall on the right side this time, not the left side, the wall on the right side this time drops down, and in the chest there is another note, and on this note it just says two words in rough. As you kind of turn toward where this wall came down, you notice that the ground, where all of it has been kind of this clean black onyx ground that kind of echoes as you walk, the ground in this room is sand. The three of you step into this room, and immediately you see very obviously about 20 feet in the air, hanging from a chain locked inside a cage, is the blue diamond. About 20 feet in the air. On the far wall in front of you, there is a large hourglass that is connected to the wall with a spike on its pivot point. When all three of you step in, when the last person makes it in, the door behind you shuts. On the left wall, on the same onyx curved wall, three faces, almost like if you have a stretched piece of canvas and someone shoved their face through it. You see three faces come through this wall, and at the same time, all three mouths, the jaw drops open and sand starts to pour out of them.
Oh no.
So the room is filling with sand.
So the room is filling very quickly with sand.
But the gym is locked in a cage.
The gym
20 feet high.
is 20 feet high, hanging from a chain. The ceiling's about 30 feet high.
Okay, cat lady.
But it's locked in a cage.
Mm-hmm.
Would a pig sack be able to?
I wondered that. What if I threw?
You can try. You can try anything. You can
So-
certainly
Go ahead,
try.
try.
If I threw a pickaxe, is that athletics?
All right. So I want you to roll against AC.
15.
So you hold your war pick above your head and you heave it, and it just barely goes past the cage, and it sticks in the ceiling.
Sweet.
Great. Okay. So, hey, that was a pretty good throw.
Sand is filling this room.
All right, that was a pretty good throw. What if you threw me? Would you be willing to do that?
Let's try it.
Great. Get me up there.
All right. Scrappy, give me a straight up and down strength.
14.
Pause. It should be acrobatics. Or athletics.
That's what I was.
thought.
Yeah.
Athletics. Roll athletics, and you do have disadvantage because of your armor. So roll twice and take the lower number.
12.
12. You kind of cradle her feet in your hand, and with one movement just heave her across the room. And Bazi, you fly through the air, reaching as high as you can, but you can't quite touch the top. But you do land on the other side of the room near the hourglass, kind of tumbling in the sand. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to start a timer.
Oh my god.
It just got real.
Oh my god.
Okay?
So is that the hourglass that's starting the timer?
I'm gonna start a timer.
Okay.
That's how much air you have left in this room.
Sammy is going to do a crossbow at the
Okay.
shoot an arrow at it.
Okay. So give me a attack against AC.
Oh gosh, it's a 6.
Okay, you
All right.
pull out your crossbow, sticks in the wall next to the
Okay,
warehouse.
obviously everything we're trying is not working. I am going to check out this hourglass and see what it does. If it turns, if it moves, if
Okay.
I can get on it.
Give me investigation.
21.
21, perfect. You.
It's a nat 20, by the way.
Is it a natural 20?
Yeah, it's a natural 20.
Okay, I don't need to know if it's plus. If it's a natural 20, it's a natural 20. You go over to this hourglass very quickly as the sand is kind of above your knees now. And you place one hand on it, and as you push on it, it's on a free axis. So it moves. It can move freely.
Oh, great. Okay. So I am going to get as much as I can on top of the sand
Okay.
to try to jump on top of this hourglass. And I'm going to yell over to you two, hey, you guys come over here real quick.
What if I took her as she jumped on the hourglass and I threw the hourglass in the opposite direction so that it would swing to the cage?
Yes, that's
Well,
what
the hourglass is on the far wall. This room's about 40 feet long.
Okay, so
She
there's
is
no-
on the far side next to the hourglass. The cage is directly in the center. So the hourglass isn't close to the cage at all.
Okay.
Yeah, but it can swing out towards it, right?
Can it swing?
Not in that axis. It's on a pivot point, so it swings like this.
Oh, it swings in a
It
circle.
swings in a circle around its own pivot.
Okay, cool. Okay, so erase what I just did. I misunderstood too.
Yeah,
what,
yeah, I was
what you
thinking
meant
I'm
by
not
it
going to
was
erase it,
free-
but yes, you're fine.
Oh gosh, it's my
We're
first
exploring.
time playing
We're
DVD. DVD.
Now on your home video.
Keys to the Kingdom.
We've
bloopers.
been living in a VHS world.
This one's just entitled "Brittany Being Lame." Playing D&D for the first time. Okay, so
90s kids.
I am going to climb up out of the sand and I'm going to run over to the hourglass and I want to see what happens when I actually turn the hourglass.
Okay, and it's about 8 feet tall.
Oh, so it's big.
I mean, you can try to turn it, but I'm gonna have you make 2 checks.
Okay.
One to get up on top of the sand, and one to actually spin the hourglass. So
Okay.
give me athletics
Okay.
to get up on the sand.
A 4.
You can't
How
you
the
can't
heck?
quite push yourself up onto this sand. It's now about waist level, so you're having a hard time pushing yourself up, but you can still reach the bottom of this. So give me a strength check with disadvantage.
No.
Whatever
Yeah.
the total is at the
Yeah.
bottom.
8.
8. Okay, yeah, that's more than enough.
Oh, great.
You grab it with both hands and push it, and as this hourglass turns, it's almost like everything goes in slow motion. The sand slows down, and as the hourglass hits its precipice, as it's directly the opposite way, you feel the entire room shift. Very quickly, all the sand flies to the ceiling, as do you guys. Gravity just turned upside down.
Perfect.
I need everyone to take...
Wow.
Perfect. Now we get
Ceiling's
to
about
gauge.
30 feet, so it's 1d6 for every 10 feet. So everyone takes 7 damage, bludgeoning damage, as you fall to the new ground, which was the former ceiling. And the cage itself,
So we
just like everything else, hits the same platform because it was hanging from a chain
So
about
now
10
it's
feet down.
sitting on the
So now it's sitting on top of the sand.
Okay.
You guys, we're doing this.
This is cool.
I know this is normal for you.
No, this is awesome. This is awesome.
I've never played this before.
We've
so.
never done it like with people.
Not in person. This
Yeah.
is awesome.
Okay.
Hey, I'm just saying.
So
we only live like
now,
20 minutes more.
Right.
We could get better at this.
Right.
so now there's about 3 feet of sand. Scrappy, you are almost neck deep in the sand. It's up to your shoulders at this point. After you fall to the ground, you kind of land on top of the sand now. It's not building up around you anymore. You kind of land on top of it, but it's still pouring out of these mouths, although those faces are now upside down. The cage with the gem is still sitting in the center of the room on top of the sand as well.
So we're able to just walk to it.
He's the only one that's on top of the sand though.
No, all of you
Yeah.
are on top
Oh,
of the
great,
sand.
great. Okay.
The
You're just
sand
saying
went
it's-
up first, and you guys landed on top of the sand.
So
Nice.
now, are we able to just walk to the gem?
Yeah.
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 So I walk to the gem and grab it.
Okay, so you kind of trudge through. I mean, it's still kind of
We're quickly
almost shin,
moving.
ankle deep. The sand is still rising.
Can
Trudging.
I grab my pick as well? Am I
Yeah,
in a
you can
position?
you can grab your pick.
Yep. Yeah. So I
Um,
grab that as well.
You're kind of trudging through, and this gate has a large lock on it.
So I take the pick and
Okay.
hack at the lock.
Give me an attack. A roll to attack.
8.
8. You bring this pick down. It hits it square right on the lock, and ding, just freezes right in place. It does not damage the lock at all. It doesn't damage your pick or anything, but it nothing really happens. Sand is still pouring into this room.
Okay.
Like Gimli in the ring.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Can I try to pick the lock
You can surely try.
with I guess one of my. Do I have lock
You have a
picks?
lock, yeah, you
Oh,
do.
I do have a lock pick. Okay,
You're
I'm
a
gonna try
rogue.
to pick that lock.
Okay. Bazi, you run kind of trudge through. It's kind of half shin deep for you. It's up to Scrappy's about his knees. You trudge through this. You get to this cage that's also kind of succumbing to this sand. What's your proficiency bonus?
+3.
+3. So you're going to double your proficiency bonus and add that to a dexterity check.
Okay.
So to do a dexterity check?
+6.
+6.
6. So it's 12.
Yeah, it'd be 12.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. You kind of stick your lockpick in here and you jiggle it around, and eventually you hear a click and the lock opens.
Yep. Reaching in, grabbing the gem. Let's do this.
All right. You reach in,
Let's go.
grab the gem.
For the door's still
The
closed?
three of you turn toward the door. The door is still shut. Sand is still pouring into this room, but you have the gem now.
Door's still shut.
And the door is upside down on the ceiling,
Right.
so you wouldn't be able to reach it
we
either
need
way.
to turn the hourglass back. Sammy's gonna go and turn the hourglass back.
By this point, Sammy, the sand is up to about mid-calf, so I need you to make an athletics check
Ooh.
as you trudge through this.
17.
17, perfect.
Yeah.
You get over there, not a problem. Give me a strength check to turn the hourglass.
You said strength?
Strength.
Oh, I'm a 2.
You rolled a 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you grab the bottom of this hourglass and you try to push it, but the way you're pushing it seems like it's just locked in place.
Okay. Well, I am going to see she's in distress and try to get over there as fast as possible to help
Okay.
her turn this thing.
Roll me a athletics.
All right. It's an 8.
An 8. Yeah, I mean, you can. It takes a little bit longer. So as you're walking, the sand's kind of up to hip level. Scrappy, you're kind of starting to panic. This sand is again up to kind of chest level for you. You get to the hourglass and roll me a strength check.
That's gonna be an 8 as well.
You grab onto this, and you and Sammy both kind of grab at the same time, and you push it, and it rotates freely. And as it does, when it gets back to its original orientation, it locks in place. The sand on the faces stops pouring out of the mouths, and all the sand underneath you disappears.
Oh.
The three of you again are going to fall to what was originally the floor is now the ceiling, as the gravity in the room shifts again.
Can I catch myself mid-fall? Because I am a cat.
Give me an
so-
acrobatics check.
Okay.
Must be
A
done.
10.
Wow.
10. Yeah, you as you're falling, because you're expecting it now, you kind of tuck and land back on your feet. You two are going to take 11 points of bludgeoning
We
damage.
can't take an acrobatics.
If you want to give me an acrobatics check to see.
Yeah,
if-
I want to get. I'm almost dead.
You probably should too.
Acrobatics.
I have
I'm a
You're
15.
back to back.
Okay,
no. I have -1
it's okay. You can still roll
You
it.
can roll it.
with a -1 acrobatic.
You can still roll it. You never know what's going to happen. As long as it's not a 1. Is it a 1?
No.
No, it's not a natural one though.
Okay.
It's a 2, so it's a 1.
Okay.
You gonna put that on me like that?
I thought you rolled a natural, and I was like, that's not good.
No.
No, you're gonna take the same amount of damage, and that damage
Okay.
is 11 points. Sammy, you're gonna take half that. You're gonna take 6 points, so half rounded up. So you hit the ground. The sand is gone. The door opens back up.
Running.
Yep, we're going through.
Running.
Alright.
Let's go.
So you take off through this door back into the chamber where the chest is. Hang a left, run through the short hallway back to where the monkeys are. Are you putting the gem into the monkey's hand?
Yes, I'm putting the gem in the monkey's hand.
Okay, you place the gem into the monkey's hands. His eyes glow blue. All the other monkeys' eyes light up. The red monkey's mouth opens. The final monkey. And it says,
Speak the phrase, or do not speak. We search for the one whose life is unique.
and instantly the four monkeys' mouths, the jaws drop, and a thick green mist starts pouring out of their mouths.
my gosh.
At the same time, behind you, kind of in the middle of this room, a small square that you guys missed when you were coming in. If you would have investigated the room when you came in, you would have noticed it. Lifts up into the air, and you see a glass case with a red gem inside of it. And this room is filling with this green mist.
What is this green mist?
Do you want to investigate?
I would love to investigate.
Dip down and take a lungful. Go for it.
Yeah.
That's the only way to investigate what it is.
Well, then never mind.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so no, it
What-
said to speak the phrase.
The diamond in the rough.
The mouths on the four monkeys slam shut. The glass on the case itself kind of shimmers and disappears, and the red gem is now sitting there.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Go grab it.
Okay, you pick it up, and right when you do, the monkey with the red eyes, his hands fold shut.
Gosh.
The mouths open on all four monkeys, and the green smoke continues to pour out.
Oh
Oh my gosh, put it back, put it back.
Can we take it? The diamond in the rough.
Put it back down.
There's something in this room that you missed.
Oh, we do an
Investigate.
investigation. Yeah.
Well, should he put it back down and then we investigate?
No,
The smoke
it's
is
already
coming out
done.
of
It's
our
already
house.
done. That's Indiana Jones for you, man. Like you can't put the idol back on the thing.
He
It's
didn't
already
say it
it's
went
already
back down
there.
into the ground.
It didn't. The pillar's still standing there.
Put it back on.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Okay. I said I watched it. I watched Indiana Jones. You put
All right.
it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Let's investigate.
Investigate.
Okay. Are all three of you roll investigation?
Do it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, mine's terrible. Mine's a 3.
Okay.
19.
19. I like that.
God.
6.
6. Okay. Sammy and Bazzi, you are looking around frantically, searching the walls and trying to figure out what was missed in this room. Scrappy, you being closer to the ground, you notice that there are 3 pressure plates around this this pillar. There's 3 almost flush with the ground, but they are pressure plates on this pillar, around the floor on this pillar.
So
Real quick,
Yeah.
each of you are going to take
No.
Off my health.
8 points of poison damage, and all 3 of you are poisoned.
Are you serious? You are killing
so I have
me.
poison defense.
Literally.
Okay,
There's
so
nothing.
you don't take any damage from poison. In about 5 seconds, you're going to take more points of poison damage.
Okay,
because
hurry
you're
up.
poisoned.
Go.
So I'm gonna step on the pressure plate.
Hey, there's 2 more pressure plates beside me. Each of you step on one.
All right, I'm running
I'm
over.
running,
to-
I'm
yeah,
running,
we're
I'm
running. And step on the
Okay.
pressure plate.
As all 3 of the pressure plates are pressed, the poison gas in your lungs feels like your lungs are burning, and as you put pressure on the last pressure plate, on both sides of the walls, almost 1-inch long slats flap open, and it sucks the poison out of the room. And when it does, the monkey with the red eyes, his hands open back, and there's no more gas in this room.
Perfect. I would. Sammy would like to give all of us healing.
Okay.
Except for this one, because I'll give him healing too because he's
Okay.
hit. Well, you didn't take poison. Okay.
Go ahead.
So I'm doing prayer of healing, which is up to 6 creatures of my choice. I can see. Each regain hit points equal to 2d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay.
14.
Jeannie kind of puts her hands out toward both of you, and that same blue mist that you saw she healed her own leg kind of disperses out of her hands and wraps around you. And as you take this breath in, you feel yourself regenerate, like you feel your life coming back into you. And both of you all 3 of you take 14 points of health back. The last monkey has his hands out in that same bowl shape.
We take that gem, we put it in the hands.
Okay. You take the gem, you put it in the hands of this monkey, and As you do, all of their eyes flash white, a bright white light, and they all turn toward the center, and that large stone door starts to come down, and you see a longer hallway leading the direct opposite way from the first room you guys came out of. The three of you walk down this hallway, and very gradually you feel it kind of at an incline. It becomes a little bit harder to walk as you're moving farther down this hallway, and it opens to another more ornate sculpted archway, and you walk through this archway and you see probably the largest room that you've seen so far, bigger than the original room. The walls all curve up to a center point in front of you, forming kind of a cylinder, and in the middle of the cylinder there's a large hole, and through this hole you can see a sunny blue sky outside. Between you and this hole, and it's kind of a ramp that goes up from where you are, about 50 or so feet, as it's pushing back, and the curved walls turn into this cylinder that leads out to a hole. Between you and this hole, there's a large black throne made out of the same shiny, almost glass-like onyx black material, and it's sitting on top of a dark purple, very beautifully woven carpet. As you're walking forward, you see this carpet start to tug and start to pull. Like the carpet is completely unable to break free from underneath this chair. And Sammy, you are struck with a realization.
I knew it.
This place, the snakes, the sand, the curved walls, the black onyx texture, the three of you are inside of a genie's lamp.
Oh my
So wait, do we know this, or just she knows
this.
She knows this.
I knew something was familiar.
While you're taking all this in, and right when that realization hits your mind, you hear... And almost gliding around the back of this black onyx throne is a tall, skinny man with sharp features. His beard comes to a point at the end and it curls back in. Dressed in the finest crimson and black embroidered sorcerer's cloak you've ever laid eyes on, he turns to you and he says, "I believe congratulations are in order." And Sammy, he looks at you and says, "Amira, you performed wonderfully." And Scrappy-Jambazi, you know this man as the Wretch of Agrabah, the serpent sorcerer turned genie named Jafar. Sammy, you know this man by a different name. Sammy, what do you say?
Hello, Father.
And that is where we're going to end this episode.
The chills. I'm covered in chills.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Keys to the Kingdom Origins.
Wow.
This was the first episode that we've actually recorded in person. I'm actually sitting here staring at the other three, the players, and it was a lot of fun. We wanted to do something a little bit different to explain what happened to Sammy Jean after she was taken. We kind of needed a way to get Sammy to rejoin the rest of the group, and we wanted to kind of flesh out her little solo adventure that she takes, and thankfully we had these amazing talents to join us in this campaign. And if you want to follow us on social medias, we have a Twitter that is at KTTKcast. You can also follow us on YouTube. We haven't uploaded anything on YouTube yet, but we have planned to. And Twitch, we're planning on streaming our live recording sessions whenever we get some things situated first. We have a lot of things planned, but both of those are also at KTTKcast. Instagram is also KTTKcast. You can follow our Discord. There'll be a link in the description below. The map for this adventure will be in the Discord. make sure you go in the Discord because this one it looks really cool. I'm gonna actually turn it around and show these guys so they can see what they were actually playing
adventured
in.
through it. Hey, remember that one time he rolled the perfect roll so we didn't have to find in the pot room at all?
Yeah.
Like 30 minutes off of our recording.
This was also my first time writing like a puzzle dungeon, which was a lot of fun.
Really cool.
My first time coming up with these fun puzzles, and except for the one that didn't work. Two of them worked exactly how I had planned, and one of them I set the DC as a 7, and then he rolled a 7. So we'll get back to the regular episodes once Sammy rejoins the rest of her party. But I'm very thankful for you guys and excited that we get to tell kind of this story exploring Sammy's background. And yeah, Brittany is also a singer and a YouTuber, and she's awesome. And Brittany, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you?
Cool.
No, we're keeping it. Keep going.
Wow, no.
We're keeping it.
Dang it. Cool. You can find me on YouTube at Brittany J. Smith. You can also find me on Instagram at the Brittany J. Smith. And on Spotify and iTunes and pretty much anywhere you listen to music.
With all that being said, thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of Keys to the Kingdom. My name is Johnny and I am your DM. Joining me today is...
I'm Rachel, and I play Sammy.
I'm Seth, and I play Scrappy.
I'm Brittany and I play Bazi.
Thank you guys so much for listening and have a magical day.
We're from worlds unknown.